Hi guys, I'm Dave in real life and welcome to today's Unmissable. Today we are looking at There's Something About Stephanie. After last night's NXT, it seemed apparent that people are very, very interested in Stephanie Baker. And I can't think why. Obviously, I know why. It's because she is both NXT female champion and the North American champion. So, all eyes at the moment are on Stephanie Baker, and it proved it last night on NXT. Stephanie would come out and she would cut an in-ring promo, which, basically she said that, I'm not really good at this language. It is like my second language. But what I am good at is wrestling, which is very cool and very, very true. This brought out Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace looking like Patrick from SpongeBob SquarePants. I mean, I don't know what this look was. The boots, how could she walk in that? I mean, very impressive. How to be able to walk in them shoes, I would literally break my ankles just with one step. But yeah, she looked absolutely, I would say amazing. But I don't know. I don't know why this is inspired by Patrick. I mean, who else is inspired by Patrick from SpongeBob SquarePants? I do not understand. Wow. Anyway, you get your inspiration from wherever you can, right? This didn't catch that much attention by Jada Parker as she decided to take Jordynne Grace out. Not a SpongeBob SquarePants fan, by the way. She clearly took offence by it and took Jordynne Grace out of action. Of course, Jada Parker wanted to be the one what challenged Stephanie Baker for that NXT championship. Not going for the North American one. She wants the big one. She wants that NXT title. So we had a bit of a face-off in the ring. We did find out that this would be a match set for next week. But yeah, it was a really good segment. And yeah, everyone is interested in Stephanie Baker, and it continued throughout the show. We had a backstage segment with Ava talking to Stephanie Baker, and Fallon Henley of Fatal Influence got involved. She stuck a knock in. And like, when is my rematch? I want my rematch for the North American title. You haven't given it to me yet. And obviously, Ava just was overwhelmed. She didn't want to deal with this situation. So enough is enough. You can have your match. You can have your next match next week. So this literally means that Stephanie Two Belts has now 2 matches to contend with next week on NXT. I mean, OMG. It's going to be a busy night for poor old Stephanie. Being a double champ means you have to have double matches. I hope this means she gets double pay, because I would be complaining. I'd be going to Ava, I'm getting double for this, right? You're not just paying me for one match. I am getting double. You know what I mean? You expect me to compete twice. I'm getting double pay, right? But yeah, this is what's happening next week. We've got Jada Parker taking on Stephanie Baker for the NXT title. And then Fallon Henley finally gets a rematch for the North American title against Stephanie Baker. I've got a theory, and I'm going to say it now. Well, I could have done a separate video on this, but we're not. We're going to do it now. Look, you're welcome. Basically, I feel that Stephanie Baker retains the NXT title. She beats Jada Parker. I just don't think Jada Parker's ready for that championship. She will be. She's definitely championship material, don't get me wrong, but I don't think she wins this time. But Fallon Henley with the Fatal Influence, with Jasmine Nick, and of course JC Jane in her corner, I feel that she is going to win back that North American title. Maybe even, I think Jordynne Grace will get involved in the Jada Parker match, which obviously will cost Jada Parker, and I think that will lead to Stephanie Baker retaining that title. But then I think she loses the North American title to Fallon Henley. That's my thoughts. I don't think Stephanie Baker wins both matches. I think they want a quick transition away from the North American title. Obviously, Julia out injured. That's why they put the NXT title on Stephanie Vicker. Now they need to take the North American title off of Stephanie Vicker, and I think it's only right to stick it back on Fallon Henley, the one that had the title taken from her in the first place. So, yeah, it's a quick amends, fixing the situation that they find themselves in. So I'm completely down for this. I think that Stephanie Two Belts will walk out with only one championship next week. That is not just the top story. Obviously, one of the major story points as well was the new faction. We have a name, and I don't know what I feel about this name, Dark State. I mean, okay, I guess it works. Kind of. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know where the origins are for this name, but they certainly made their presence felt on last night's NXT. After being absent for a week, we didn't see them at all at Roadblock, which did dismay quite a few people, actually. But we did see them during the D'Angelo match with, the D'Angelo family match against the Cullen. We saw Tony D backstage, and he got attacked by Dark State. They didn't have to attack him at all. They basically did that move where they throw them and powerbombed them through a table. Quite impressive. And most of that happened picture in picture as well. We didn't get that on Netflix, but it was shown that way on CW Network. But yeah, so this little graphic here, it wasn't seen on Netflix. We just got it full picture, what had happened to Tony D'Angelo. They also did a car park or parking lot, NXT parking lot. It's a famous place. Lots of stuff always goes down there. So Dark State cut a promo pretty much. Yeah, enough is enough. We're here to take over. Nobody is safe. We're here to make our presence known. And you know what? They said, we're not done. We need to make an even bigger impact. So back into the arena, they went back into the Performance Center. And obviously they would make their presence known in the main event, which was won by Trick Williams. He beat Hedy Thorpe. But Trick, not happy with that. He called out Obafemi. And that's when Obafemi hit the ring, and then the lights went out, and Dark State made their presence known. But they didn't do anything. They just stood and watched because carnage. It absolutely went into absolute carnage. The people surrounding the ring started fighting. Obafemi and Trick Williams started fighting. Then out of nowhere, Javon Evans. I don't know why Javon Evans came out. Obviously, there was an earlier altercation between him and Trick Williams. Javon Evans wanted to get involved. He even back up Trick Williams against Dark State. But he ended up going for a forearm or some move. Trick moved out of the way, and Obafemi got hit. Obafemi went down. So I feel that Javon Evans has got a bigger problem in the future in Obafemi. I don't know if this is alluding to a triple threat at Stand and Deliver. Yeah, Trick Williams versus Obafemi versus Javon Evans. I don't quite get how Javon Evans should be inserted into this matchup. But, it just got chaos, carnage, all of that good stuff. And you know what? Dark State just stood and watched. You know what? I mean, they didn't need to do anything. They kind of caused the chaos, but didn't do anything to add to the chaos. So, their distraction literally caused the carnage in the ring. So, yeah, job done by them. Easy work done. They will take the credit for the carnage, what happened in ring. But yeah, Dark Side definitely here to stay. Dark Side, Dark State. See, the name is even confusing me now. Look at that. Dark State. Look, should be just called Dark Side. I mean, I know they'd get a copyright claim from Star Wars or something like that, but yeah, Dark State. I don't know. We need an explanation to why they're called Dark State. Is it what the hell? I'm not quite sure on the name. does it? Let me know what you think of Dark State as a name. Does it work for you, or what? I mean, we've called them the Timu Shield or Retribution 2.0. So I suppose Dark State is a little bit more of an improvement on that. But yeah, that is little bits of NXT from last night. Obviously, not doing a full review. Chelsea Green retained in the opening match against Sol Ruka with a lot of help from the Secret Hervis. So she retains. Ricky Saints won his match. Looks like he could be on a collision course with Sean Spears in the future. And other than that, there was not really a great deal to talk about. Hank and Tank trying to be extreme. That was quite fun. They got beat, of course. But yeah, other than that, the show kind of passed me by a little bit. It was I give it a 6 out of 10. It wasn't the greatest NXT this week. I think the fallout from Roadblock was sensational last week. I feel that we needed a cooling period, and this was hit. This is the cooling period. Hopefully, they get up it a notch next week. Obviously, Stephanie Vaquer in action. We've got Alexis King. He's taking on. Oh, hang on. Can I remember who he's taking on? Javon Evans. That's it. Javon Evans. He's taking on Javon Evans. So Javon Evans is getting a lot of action lately. Maybe Obafemi gets involved in that. Watch this space. And yeah, obviously a lot more to get our teeth into next time around. So that's NXT. I give it a 6 out of 10. What did you score NXT this week? And what do you think of Stephanie 2 belts having Stephanie 2 matches next week? Anyway, I digress. I've been Dave in real life. You guys have been awesome. Until the next time. Bye for now.